Hey everyone, it's Andrew here from Canhammer, and today I'm going to be doing just a quick little vlog of a tournament I'm going to tomorrow, and then after the tournament I'll do, well, you'll see at the end of this video, I'll go over my results and stuff, so this will all be in the same video. Here's the crew I'm bringing. I'm doing Brave and the Bold. This is a 2nd edition tournament held here in Ottawa at Multi-Zone Gaming. They also sponsor the channel, so if you want to get a bit of a discount code, we have it in the show notes below. It works for Games Workshop and Night Models Miniatures. So here's the crew I'm bringing. It's Brave and the Bold. Still my favorite crew is the Cops, so that's basically the focus of this. Basically my standard gun line that I usually run with a few tweaks. So I did get my hands on Constantine just recently, so I'm going to be trying out Magic for the first time. These will be my first games using Magic, so I'll finally see just how broken it is based on what people are saying online and things like that. Loeb is my leader with Constantine as the sidekick. Loeb really makes this list happen because he does bring all that funding. Then I have Alpha, O'Connell, QRT 3, QRT 1, and Bravo and Gotham Policeman. Sorry, this one's QRT 3. QRT 3 and Bravo have whistles. And thanks to 2nd edition, you know, whistles are just kind of amazing now. Being able to stop models from using movement counters and having that -1 to their defense is really huge, and it really helps out the gun line itself. Just being able to get shots on models that might be really hard to do so, you know, like those defense 5 guys. So that's sort of where I'm going with these guys, especially with Bravo. Like QRT, her whistle's more for herself to use if she lines up a good shot, but Bravo's able to you know, run up the board, and because the shotgun's already ready to fire one, he can get up close, whistle, you know, a model I'm going to try to focus fire on, but still also be able to take that shot himself. So that's kind of my reasoning for that. Other than that, I have no upgrades. This list itself comes in at $342 funding and $1,800 funding, or 342 rep and $1,800 funding. So I maxed out on all my funding. A lot of it's eaten up by Alpha, but he's really good, so I can't not take him. I was hoping to do a list using the new Gordon, but unfortunately my local store hasn't got him in yet. Hopefully in the next few weeks he'll come in and I'll be able to use the new Gordon and some of the models in that kit, because I think they're just really amazing, their stats. Once I get them, I'll probably do a review video of just that box set and those models, but you know, I'd check it, if you guys are interested, check it out on the Night Models website, and you'll be able to see exactly all the new things that was. So this is my, I guess, my compromise to not being able to use that new Gordon yet. Hopefully I'll do well. I do have a few, I know a few of my friends and what they're taking, so we'll see just how well I'm able to compete against that. As you guys can probably gather from the channel, I haven't played as much Batman as I'd like to be doing. I'm only playing maybe like once a month now, as before I was playing like once or twice a week. So I am a little rusty. That's why I'm sort of falling back on my old standard of just cop gun line. For strategies, I'm probably always going to take the Brave and the Bold one that allows you to arrest on just a special. I found that really helped in the past, even though I am doing a lot of blood damage with these guys, especially with like these two, or these three, I guess. I am not always knocking or killing people straight up, so having that arrest just gives my models that little bit of extra, I guess, bang for their buck on their willpower, especially once they start taking damage. You know, sometimes they might not be able to put in the movement and the special to arrest, so being able to rest on just a special is super helpful. And other than that, you know, like O'Connell and QRT, they're able to, or at least QRT, he has a really good gun. 2 shots, unlimited range, double stun. But he also has the extendable baton that does 2 stun itself. So if I do have to do some close combat, you know, these two pair up very well. And then with Loeb, who has kill them, usually what I try to do is have them in sort of Loeb's bubble, and then he would do inspire and kill them, which I'd put all the way into attack. And if these guys were if they were set up with attack in their already going, so I can put 3 in attack because they're both attack 3. With Loeb, I can actually get them to have 5 attacks, which is really strong, especially with O'Connell and his taser and the extendable baton on QRT. Really makes them sort of be able to do above and beyond, I guess, what their cards would say they're able to do in close combat. And it really helps out when, you know, the bullets start running out here, or my opponent gets like super close to my gun line. Fat Cop's kind of just there to fill in points. I'll probably just rush him up the backfield or try to sewer my way to the front. Constantine's really interesting. I've been, you know, reading up on his abilities and stuff like that, and his spells look pretty crazy, and he can sort of also do double duty as like a range guy and close combat with his like blessed knuckles and stuff. So I'm really interested to see how he's going to perform tomorrow, and my first foray into using magic or facing magic, so hopefully I do well. But I guess we'll find out. I'll find out tomorrow, and you'll find out in about 5 seconds. So we'll see you then. Alright, so it's the day after the tournament. I ended up coming in 3rd place out of 8 people, so not bad. It was a good turnout. A few regulars and then a few new people, so it's nice to see that there's still new people coming into the game. So round 1, it was secure the area, and I played against someone actually you've seen on the channel before, I think, Andrew Triple. He was running a Wonder Woman crew, so it was what the hell was it? It was Wonder Woman on the horse, the Archer Amazon, and the Sword Amazon. Now we played secure the area, so I had to split my crew in sort of 2 different ends of the board, which didn't help out. My crew really runs better when all my pieces are together and able to sort of support each other and use like Loeb's bubble for inspiration and stuff like that. So basically I had like a kill team with like all my guns and stuff, and then like an objective running team. My hope was just to be able to put enough damage onto Wonder Woman to get her down, and if I was able to kill her, then basically I'd have free reign of the board. Unfortunately that didn't happen, and Wonder Woman just kind of walked through my kill team, and the rest of my crew was sort of fighting with the 2 Amazons, trying to get them off the objectives, which sort of helped. For victory points though, I got 19 and Andrew got 36, so it was a pretty solid thrashing for me. And again, I'm going to attribute that a bit to just the scenario. I think I would have been able to do more damage to Wonder Woman if I was able to sort of concentrate all my force on her, as opposed to like half my crew and then the other half was sort of stuck in the corner. I didn't get in this game a lot of chances to sort of use Constantine to his fullest. He did kind of fuck up one of the Amazons a bit, which was, I guess, satisfying. But just because he didn't really have very many targets, it was more he was just objective grabbing and stuff like that. But it was a fun game. It was really cool to see Wonder Woman like actually in play and see what the legends are all about. And I'm actually kind of intrigued. I kind of want to run that list myself, just because like she's such a beast, and with the horse, like I think if he stacks everything into movement, the horse can move something like 2 feet. So you know, that's a ton of mobility just to get where you want to go. And then she gets a second activation and 2 extra activation counters with that, or action counters. So she can put down a lot of hurt once she gets stuck into the enemy force as well. So really cool to see that on the table. Good win for Andrew. Sorry, I'm fighting a bit of cold here. Second game was a skirmish, and I played a local player here named Kevin. He was running the Court of Owls, which I was really excited to see. That's one of my, it's got to be my favorite crew other than the cops. He had the regular court leader, the sidekick female court leader, Strix obviously because she's the best, the bodyguard guy, the not bodyguard, I think the son, O'Malley, and then two of the newer box sets. So I think it was the owl with the gladius and the one with the claws. That was his crew. We played skirmish this time, so you know, standard setup, and we came to like an exact tie for bat match points. It was bat match points we got, or victory points, sorry, I messed up my paper here. At 28 to 28, we tied perfectly. It was a super bloody game. Basically, he ran at the gun line, and I killed a few things, and then he got into the gun line and just wiped it off the board. I think at the end of the game I only had like Constantine, Loeb, and I think Fat Cop took a sewer to the backfield to try to score me some points. It was just a bloodbath. This game, Constantine was just disgusting. I think he got the majority of the kills on the Owls, just lighting them up with his fire attack. I don't have my book here. I don't remember what they're called. His personal attack, I think, is the one that does the fire, and then using that necromancy one where you have to roll endurance tests or take 3 stuns. Like, he was just lighting people up by himself, which was pretty intense. I kind of felt bad because, like, I think I killed like 3 or 4 owls, and it was all Constantine doing the work. Like, my other guys would take shots or miss, or he'd get his pings, so like the gun line wasn't doing it. I think he punked QRT3, the sniper one, super early, so like she didn't get her like full shots off or anything. But yeah, Constantine just walked all over his crew. It was really gross. So that was like my first, I guess, taste of just how disgusting Magic can be. It was a great game. Kevin was someone I think I played like way back, even before I was doing videos, when I first got into Batman, and then I hadn't seen him for a long time since. You know, he'd post sometimes on the Ottawa Batman group, but like we haven't actually seen each other, so it was really good to see him come out and finally get another game in with him. And his court crew was really nice, so it was really cool to see that. Probably like my best game of the day. It was just super fun. We were both just like beating the shit out of each other's models. We almost ignored objectives. Like, I did get Fat Cop to the back to sit on my ammo, I think like the last 2 or 3 rounds, but other than that, like, yeah, it was just a fun fighty game. And then my last game was against Ken. He's another local-ish player. He was running Birds of Prey, which is cool to see. You don't see them much. I guess I don't see them much like here, other than Ken. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like a lot of people on like Arkham City Limits or anything do run Birds of Prey. I may be wrong. Maybe I've just not seen the posts because I don't check it all the time. But it's really cool. Really cool crew. It was led by Black Canary, and then he had the new Burnside Batgirl, which I actually picked up. So I'll probably do an unboxing of her. This one here. Who else did he have? He had Katana, but not the one from Suicide Squad. It was the original version. Strix. I think that's maybe it. Yeah. Anyways, we played Patrol for the last mission, and I think I activated Loeb first, and then ran my whole crew forward. But Loeb stayed behind because he was sort of behind the whole crew to begin with, so when he bubbled, then everyone else can just like run ahead and he wouldn't get in the way, because there was sort of like a building in my deployment zone that forced me to go either one way or the other. And then he had got activation, or yeah, Ken got activation second round, and he had used the Airy 2 thing, so he held back Canary and Katana, and Loeb was like left alone in my deployment zone, whereas my whole crew just like ran as fast as they could forward. So he got you know, raised the plan first. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna drop Canary and Katana right here next to Loeb, who's here. I'm like, oh my god, okay. Oh no, I had activation first. Yeah, that's why. But he got super excited. Yeah, this is kind of a lame story, but I thought it was hilarious, and we both had a good laugh. So yeah, I had raised the plan first, but he decided he wanted to punk Loeb anyways. So he set up like right next to me for like that assassin run on my leader. But right next to Loeb, a few centimeters away or inches, was a sewer. So basically my first turn was like, okay, I'm going to activate Loeb, and then he's going to run in the sewer and get the hell out of Dodge. And he's like, oh, fuck, you asshole. Like, I didn't think you were going to use the sewer. I'm like, yeah, like, I can't have Loeb get killed. So he went to the middle of the board closer to where my crew had all run to. And we had a pretty solid fight. It ended... I just barely sneaked out a win, so the final score was 12 for me and 5 for Ken. So was that a minor in the bat match rules? Most of that was just me fighting his guys, and then I did get again Fat Cop, who was kind of MVP for the tournament because he was just scoring all my points. He got in the backfield sort of late game, and I was sitting on my ammo for a bit to get me that few extra points. The problem with this was I kind of like walked my crew forward as a line, and he kept getting Canary over and screaming a bunch of my shooters. Now I was rolling super hot, so they did pass a few of their willpower checks each time. Like he was at least clipping 4 or 5 guys a time with his Canary scream, which was, you know, kind of my fault for making it so he can line those shots up. But at least 2 people passed their willpower check every time he screamed, so I was getting super lucky, and I was finally putting enough damage on her that he's like, okay, I gotta get her out, because that's his leader, and it would have been a big like point swing for me. And unfortunately we ran out of time on that last mission, so we only got to like turn 3 or 4. But you know, that happens sometimes. And yeah, so the score was kind of low compared to like the other 2 games, but it was pretty intense, and to be honest, if we played it out, it could have went either way. I just got lucky with a little bit of a lead. I think I killed Strix. I think I focus fired like everybody and whistled her down onto Strix, because if she was able to just like run amok in my crew, you know, with that strength 4 plus Katana, like she can just wreck house, so she had to go first. Then again, Constantine was doing a lot of the work there, just putting out damage, and yeah, it was a fun little tournament. You know, I like these store tournaments. It allows me to see some of the people I don't get to see on game night because I always work that evening, and just, you know, play a bunch of games all in one day. It's always fun to sit around afterwards too and talk shop and be like, oh, you know, here's some things we could have changed in our crews, or like, you know, this really worked out well, I've never seen that combo before. So, you know, if you're ever thinking of like checking out the one-day tournaments at your local stores, like definitely get into it, because even if you're not like a super tight tournament like player, or you know, you'd rather play casually, it's still a lot of fun, and it's never, at least in our area, we're lucky, there's never any like sort of, I guess, hotheads or anything, you know. Sure, we bring like kind of dickish lists sometimes, but at the same time, you know, we're still there to have fun, and if we play against newer players, we're not going to go like all out. We're going to help them learn how to play and things like that. So it's really fun, and hopefully we run one next month. If not, my next tournament is going to be Adepticon, so we did pick up tickets for that, and I hear it's the Batman tournament at Adepticon is sold out with 42 players, so that's going to be kind of insane to see that many people in one place playing Batman. Hopefully I can get some footage or at least pictures from, you know, what I'm going to be doing there. I don't think I'm going to do as well as I did last year. Last year I came in 5th, which surprised me too. Yeah, I'm just too rusty at this point. Like, I'm gonna try to get in as much games as I can to sort of practice and figure out some combos and maybe tweak my list a bit. Probably run something like Brave and the Bold there, but maybe a little bit different than this current build. I do want to get my hands on that new Gordon and test him out a bit, so hopefully do something like that. But yeah, if you're gonna be at Adepticon, come say hello. I'm always down to talk and do things like that, and we'll be getting at least some coverage. I think the other guys on the channel, I think Chris Haynes is going again. I'm not sure if Darren's going though, but Slim McCain Hammer will be there, and if you're interested in saying anything, come see us and say hello. Other than that, I guess we'll call this this vlog done, and hopefully I'll have another video next week. I'll probably do an unboxing of either the Batgirl or this Joker set. I picked up the new Joker starter because Joker's my favorite, even if he is a bit gamey. He's such a cool guy in the comics and in the movies and stuff, so I picked him up. I'll try to get some bat reps with him too out before too soon, although I do gotta paint him up and everything. But yeah, other than that, see you in maybe a week with a new video. I'll do one of these unboxings, I guess, and then hopefully a bat rip by then. I think I have one lined up that I can film. If not, you know, check us out on Facebook or Twitter. We're always there posting, you know, sort of what we're up to and, you know, all the new things that we put out. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, you know, we do have a Patreon, although we're never going to hide our content behind a paywall, so don't feel obligated to do so. But if you think, like, hey, want to help out, toss us a buck or two, like, we're not going to say no. And that just helps us pay for sort of like the hosting for our website, hosting for the podcast on one of our channels, and then sort of a few small things that we use to support the channel or do giveaways. A lot of that money does get put back to people who do support the channel. We'll do giveaways every month or two, usually every month. I'll try to do a Batman one, actually. Yeah, we'll do that soonish. So, to be announced, Batman giveaway for the Streets of Gotham series. Other than that, I guess we'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.